Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, Not Locks, and today we're doing another Dread review, this time on a hip-hop triple group from Atlanta called Mingos. Stay tuned. So, getting right into this video, Mingos is a rap group from Atlanta that consists of three characters: Offset, Quavo, and Takeoff. And looking here, Mingos is an American hip-hop group from Gwinnett County, Georgia, whom were discovered by Kevin Martell. The group consists of Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. Members Quavo and Takeoff are uncle and nephew. Offset is Quavo's cousin. So they're family, and that's pretty interesting. They're signed to Atlantic Records, and they have a few albums out with some songs, most notably Versace featuring Drake and Hannah Montana. That is another popular song by these men. Although we are not here to listen to their music, nor discuss their careers, really, we are here to look at their dreadlocks. We're going to go through these guys' dreadlocks one by one, although all three of them do have dreads. Offset here being the one with the least amount of locks. His hair here started off as an afro with a few twists, as you can see, but as his hair starts to get longer, the free forms are coming in. He does have the off-centered, lopsided afro here, but you do see that there's some twists, some locks starting to happen. And it's interesting because with his hair texture, you can just grow his hair out, give it a little twist, and these will start to form pretty well on their own there. Now, as these photos progress, you can see here that the twists are coming in. Now, to grow twists off of freeform like this, it will involve a lot of afro puff at the start, and that is a part that's hard to deal with, is just having a big afro and trying to get locks to form out of it. Although with a little bit of patience and a little bit of growth and a little bit of twists, it does start to come together, as you can see here, that now actually even some of his locks are starting to break off and thin at the ends. But his locks are definitely starting to look a lot more knotted in this photo. And here's another photo with a close-up. You can just see that his hair is like this curly, and these curls will start to just lock on their own. He would have really great results if we were to do some twists or some interlocks, but freeforming is most likely the way to go, that we should all do dreads, you know what I mean. And here's the last photo, definitely the nappiest photo that his hair has been. And it's pretty cool. He's just got some nice freeform locks growing out. Now, I've never been to Atlanta, so maybe anyone that lives there, you guys can tell me what kind of locks are most popular out there. Because at least these guys aren't doing the whole glow gang type of deal. Well, I mean, at least Offset's not anyways. But looking back at the next member of the group, which is going to be Quavo, his locks definitely have a lot more length than Offset right here. And Quavo's locks look to be twisted and blunted on the tips. Yeah, now Quavo's locks here are, you know, just a run-of-the-mill regular twist. I mean, it'd be good to start seeing some twists with thicker locks, because they're always the same kind of length on these guys. But these guys do have them a little bit thicker than the regular. This is an interesting photo here because you can see how well his locks have formed. And there's no loose bumps or loops or scarring of any sort on these locks. So he's done a pretty good job here at keeping his locks flowing. Although looking at his jewelry here, representing the snake, the serpent, and you know what the serpent is a symbol for. You know what it's a symbol for. Looking at this picture here, we have you can see that there's been retwisting action on their scalps because it's tighter. So it shows that these guys have been twisting their locks. Except for this dude, he's just letting the afro grow like it ain't no big deal. And lastly, Quavo with his hair tied back, edges tapered. Seems to be the look of the decade. But no, a pretty cool set of locks. Lastly here we have Takeoff's photos. And looking at his locks here, they're tied back using his locks only. Although his forehead is starting to add another digit to there, maybe making it 5. But it is being pulled back a lot, and this is what happens when you wear your hair on the back of your head. You kind of get your hairline receding like this is. So you got to be careful not to pull your hair back too much when you have dreadlocks, because this definitely starts to happen. There is some color in his hair. Not sure if it's from the sun or if it's from him dyeing it. Kind of looks like it's been dyed, but his locks are thicker, and these twists look cool because they are thicker. They also look kind of dry in this photo. And yeah, look at the new growth is really puffy, so you can tell in this photo there was no retwist happening at any given time. But he is using the technique where you take the 2 dreads, one behind each ear, and tie it back to create like a ponytail. It's a good little method to keep the dreads out of your face when you don't have a rubber band or tie handy. Another similar technique is to grab a bunch of dreads from each side and tie them back into like a waterfall type of do. This look won't stay in as long or as tight, but it is just as effective in efficiency for tying your dreads back quickly, and it kind of looks better because you got a little bit more volume on the back of your head while you do it. Checking out Offset's locks here again. This time they were tapered on the side while he's growing out the afro. And last photo here, you can see now that his new growth has been retwisted. So he definitely does have twists with dyed tips. And that's basically it for these guys and their dreadlock review.